In the wake of the FTX collapse and all the instability that came with that in the markets, what we're looking for is companies that are actually providing value to Web3, to cryptocurrency. Today, we're going to talk about Request, REQ, and we're going to talk about the utility of the token and why they actually have a solid business practice as opposed to a house of cards built on trying to do another cash grab like so many other DeFi projects that have failed, or FTX that obviously didn't have good business practices behind them at all. If you're interested in finding out about more cryptocurrencies that have utility, that have possible use cases in the future and potential for actually rising in this next bull market, then click that like button and subscribe and click that bell notification. We'll let you know of any videos we have coming up in the future. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. I just wanted to educate you on other tokens and coins that are out there that you might not know about, so you can do some more due diligence on those and research them further. So let's jump right into it here. So Request is the protocol for payment requests. What they're doing is they're recording requests for payment and processing those without a third party. And companies and individuals can pay and get paid in digital currencies on many different networks, including Ethereum, Polygon, Gnosis Chain, CeeLo, Phantom, and Near, among others. Their two main products are Request Create, that just allows anybody to go in and create an invoice to send to somebody else to get paid through that invoice rather than having to use a wallet or anything. It just uses their online form. But their main game changer right now is Request Finance. And if we look at Request Finance, it's the all-in-one finance solution for Web3 businesses. So it allows for invoicing, so you can pay and get paid in crypto. It allows for payroll, so pay salaries and bonuses in crypto. And for your expenses, you can reimburse expenses in crypto. They're trusted by 2,000 plus businesses in the Web3 ecosystem already, which includes the Sandbox, Aave, Maker, Paraswap, Gnosis, The Graph, Phantom, Open Zeppelin, Decentraland, and Near. So it allows businesses to easily keep track of invoicing, payroll, and expenses. It makes it easier for accounting as well. You can now pay multiple crypto invoices with batch payments. This was back in June that they posted this on their blog. At the time, it was just with Gnosis Safe Wallet, but I believe they've been adding other things to that as well. And as of today, November 17th, they made crypto payroll better. And the way they did that is they're introducing where you can upload employee details via a CSV file. And the CSV file is really just like an Excel spreadsheet. It's just saved in a different format that allows you to upload that data to any other server. And this is going to save a lot of time for businesses that have a lot of employees that they have to pay. So this can be a game changer for a lot of businesses, making it easier to do payroll and invoicing, etc. They're really good at being transparent. This is their finance numbers in October 22. They state, their summary on new users, active users, etc., how many payments they had. But I want to scroll down to their new signups. So in October, they had 964 new signups. They've got 18,000 businesses that have been registered since 2021. And while there aren't as many transactions, the active users is 2,298. Of course, you're going to get a lot of businesses that are going to sign up to just look under the hood, see how it operates, see if it's going to be something that works for their business, or you've got people that are maybe just going to do a transaction every few months or so. But what we look at is the total active users on this gray line here is consistently growing to over 2,000. We've just had a slight dip in October from September as far as that goes. So in October, they had 1,731 payments. They've had a total of 18,571 The crypto value in payments was 8.14 million in October. And the top currencies that are being used, Sandbox, it must be using it quite a bit. 23% of the transactions were in Sand itself. But it's great how they keep things, the clarity there. In fact, we can even go to REQ Network, and it will show that their market capitalization is just under $100 million. It shows their trading volume. There's almost 42,000 REQ wallets in existence. And then they've even got transactions per month, transactions per day, transactions per week. And what we love to see after we know of the FTX collapse is the foundation's reserve. So they've got $28 million in reserves, and with a majority of that in Ethereum. We've got 17 million in Ethereum. They also want to let people know that, in the light of the FTX debacle, the Request Foundation would like to reassure its investors we had no exposure to the FTX ecosystem, and that's where they're linking to that REQ Network. And they want to reiterate the opportunity that they're building an open database for creating and storing payment requests to allow end users to exercise full self-sovereignty over their finances, free from the tyranny of some centralized custodians, which we've all learned that you just can't know with our funds being centralized, not your keys, not your wallet. Make sure to store your tokens somewhere that they're safe. I keep most of mine in a ledger itself. If we go to their LinkedIn, we've got 24 results for different people in the business itself. And we can go to Christopher L. I'm not sure why he doesn't have his last name listed, but he does have 24,000 followers. And right now, Request Finance is hiring customer success manager, full stack engineer, and account executives, among others. He states a few people still doubt that Web3 is the future, yet most of the fintech hiring opportunities take place in Web3. And that Request Finance, the product's growing despite the crypto bear market, and that they keep hiring. They've been, the company's only 2 years old, but they, like say, they have 2,000 organizations issuing or paying invoices, expenses, and salaries. And the team, they say, is awesome, plus over 30 great people in 3 continents, 15 countries that make things happen daily. So the project continues to keep building, and November 7th, they've got this tweet that the protocol is being upgraded to allow for NFT invoicing, and they've put together a budget of $600,000 to support builders. So they're asking people to help build because they can't build it alone, and to put in a grant form application. So you can find out more on their site. Check out their use cases. Once again, they're working with Sandbox, simplifying crypto payroll for a metaverse giant, solving the tech talent crunch with Taikai Labs. They're helping Web3 networks to scale with Subspace. So there's a lot going on, a lot you can check out on their site that they're continuing to grow with partnerships as they look to simplify crypto payments for business, which is a great niche within the industry. Granted, there could be competitors that could come ahead of them, but the great thing is that they do show that they're continuing to build, that they're continuing to get more clients in the door and do more processing, even in this bear market. So we can only imagine what could happen once there's the bull takes over again. One of the things that could be a big game changer for businesses jumping into Request is if we get the Stablecoin Bill passed. Back in March of 2022, there was a bill put on the floor of the U.S. for actually making sure that stable coins are actually backed 1-to-1 against the U.S. dollar. That bill has been sitting on the floor since. It hasn't been touched. You've got people like Kevin O'Leary that's been pushing for it and going to Washington, D.C. to try to get that through. And now with the FTX crash, we might actually see some movement in that. And you can imagine if businesses are able to use USDC because it is backed by the US government as an actual token, more businesses are going to be open to paying people across borders in different countries with USDC coin, which would make things a lot easier, a lot less expensive for transaction fees. So I'm going to keep my eye on the REQ token and the request business and see how they continue to grow that over time, and see where that goes in the next few months here. If you've got a favorite token that you'd like to see a video on, just post that in the comments below. And if you would click that like button, it really helps the channel out. And feel free to subscribe and click that bell notification. We'll let you know whenever I have another video coming up in the future. So peace and love, and I'll chat with you later.